golfj.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to the golfj.com podcast. I'm Jim Sinacropi here inside the golfj.com studio, and we got a special show for you tonight, boy. Our own Rhett DeConey was down in Orlando for the PGA Merchandise Show last week, and if you were following GolfJ on Twitter, boy, you were getting a live inside look at everything that show had to offer. And Rhett's back up north here with us in New York, and let's get him in here.
Happy to say, Jim, that I'm back up here. I'm not back up in the cold. It's actually nice out up here in upstate New York.
50-something degrees today.
Yeah, I mean, with the 2 days I was in Orlando, it was nice that it was raining out because I was in a convention center for a couple of days. Didn't get a chance to golf down there, so I didn't feel bad with the weather being so bad. But it's nice to be home after a great 2 days down at the PGA Merchandise Show. What an event that is, and what a good job the PGA of America does putting that on. Over 40,000 people through the convention center in 2 to 3 days, and hundreds of vendors with all kinds of new products, some familiar products, big names, small guys, all kinds of different people and products at this show, from game improvement to apparel to clubs, club fitters, golf carts, push carts, you name it, everything that you can imagine was at this show.
Almost overwhelming. That's why tonight
completely.
We're picking out our 10 favorite things.
Yeah. I mean, I probably met personally with 70 to 80 different vendors from all over the world. Met with some product manufacturers in Japan. Met with guys from Titleist. Met with Bion Footwear. All kinds of different people, and we've kind of narrowed it down to probably I would say the top 10, but 10 coolest newest things that I saw at the show that we're going to review a little bit more in detail, and then hopefully as the course of the year goes on here at golfj.com, we'll do an in-depth review of each of those products. But we're going to break down our top 10 tonight, and then probably hit on a few others after that.
Yeah, and tough to pick 10 because there was so many awesome things, but the 10 things that we were most impressed with at the golf show are really awesome. So I think you're going to enjoy this special episode of the podcast. So Rhett, let's get right to it. Let's start with, and these are in no particular order, right? We're not ranking them. We're just picking our 10 favorite things.
10 favorites, 10 coolest things to take away from the show. And first that we're going to cover here is in the game improvement area, Jim. One of the coolest things I've seen in a long time, and there's a lot of game improvement technology, software type of equipment, game improvement things, but a lot of those only deal with one swing at a time, or when you're on the range, one club if you're using your driver, and it analyzes that. But what I saw there from Game Golf at the show was pretty amazing, and they're not the biggest name out there, but they're not they've been out for a couple years now, and Graham McDowell's a spokesperson for them. But what Game Golf does that's different from most of them is basically you can analyze every shot you take or every club you use with this one piece of equipment. They have a little sensor that they'll put on you wear on your belt, very lightweight plastic piece of equipment, and then you take and you put basically a cap to the butt of your club, every club, and then you sync up the sensor with an app on your phone or on your computer, and it basically analyzes every swing in your round. It'll analyze the distance. It analyzes how whether the club face is open or closed, your swing speed, your club head speed. All of that is broken down for you in a complete summary at the end of your round. You can check your stats as you're playing if you like in Game Golf Live, which is a new feature to the product. And then moving forward, they've just struck a deal with Golf Pride grips, where you can actually buy a set of Golf Pride grips for your clubs that have the sensors inserted into the grip already, so that every time you take a swing, every time you hit a ball, as long as you have the sensor on your belt, it's reading the information that you're going to be able to review after your round, or right then and there on the range, or even during the round if you want to take a look at it.
You know, the thing about this product too that you're talking about is a game improvement, and sure, the more knowledge you can gain about your distances, but to me, it's also just a lot of fun to have the stats at your disposal that a PGA Tour Pro has.
Absolutely.
If you're playing your home course, 50 times in the course of a season, it can really show you different ways to play, that you're playing certain holes or where you're getting in trouble on certain holes. Or, for that matter, let's say you head to Pebble Beach, you play at Pebble Beach, you're going to have your entire round essentially, able to review it.
Right. And the thing now they're starting to allow, the tour pros are allowed to, you can wear that sensor. As long as you're not using it during the round, you're able to track all your information. And so a lot of those guys are starting to use this type of technology, so they're not just analyzing their swing on the range, they're analyzing their round-by-round stats right after they're done. I mean, they go right to their phone and look at everything that they did right, did wrong. They know the shots that they're hitting, so obviously they're going to go back to that. Say on my second shot on the 12th hole, I hit that 7-iron. How did I hit it really? I didn't feel that great to me, so how did I do? So they can go back and do that, and that's the same thing that you can do as a golfer yourself.
And they weren't the only product that does this.
There's another cool one there, Club Hub, and they do a great job with it too. Love to look at theirs a little bit more as well.
Game Golf was around last year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little more mature. This is almost like version 2. They've added some features and worked out some kinks, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they were very proud and excited about their partnership with Golf Pride. I mean, to link up with a big name in the golf industry like that, to put their technology in grips.
What's the price point on something like that?
I believe they're around $299
for the Game Golf.
Game Golf, yeah. And if you get the grips, I think they didn't get into the pricing yet because it hasn't really been released yet. But it's the information.
Now you were telling me they'll tell you what. They'll even tell you if you buy those grips when to change them.
They were saying with the grip technology that they'll the grips will then they'll show the wear and they'll actually tell you when it's an optimal time to change your grips.
Well, so that's pretty cool. That's a good start to the top 10 favorite things.
Yeah, I was very, very impressed with that, and hopefully, we'll hook up with them again later in the year once we're able to get back out on the course and actually put the technology to use, and then give a full review on our show.
Yeah, get some stats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of our own. Be great.
A little match and see how both of us did.
So what's next?
So the next thing I wanted to talk about was a pretty cool new product out there, and it's called the Golf Skate Caddy. And so some of you may have heard of the golf board. Well, this is the Golf Skate Caddy, and it's similar to the golf board, where it's basically it's a skateboard for golf, so to speak. But with Golf Skate Caddy, what I loved about this product was that it was more than just the board and your bag. It had a bench on it. It had a cooler for beverages on it. You could hold. It had a sand canister you could put on it. It was just the next step in that technology of utilizing a one-person cart, so to speak. It allows you to go straight to your ball from your shot with no wasted time. You're not crammed into a golf cart having to wait for your partner to hit. You guys go either way you want to go, and you get to your ball in the quickest way possible. But more than anything was just all the cool features it had on it. It had a scorecard holder. My favorite part was the cooler. They did have a couple cans of beer in there that they showed you could fit easily. So
how fast does that thing go?
Those things hum, man. They go, they'll probably do upwards of 15, 20 on a, when you're standing there riding on an electronic board, so to speak, and there's nothing around you. You got to be careful with those things.
Is it a little dangerous? Or?
I wouldn't say it was dangerous. I mean, obviously, it's all what you do with it. If you're a reckless person, you're gonna maybe have some problems with it. But ultimately, I think it's pretty safe. It's very, the wheels are good sturdy wheels, so it can go over pretty much anything. And as long as you don't drive in any sand traps, I think you're good.
Do you control with a steering wheel, or do you like a Segway?
It's just like it's just like a handle, and there's a button. And the other nice feature on this one was that it had a remote control. So you could hold on to this and drive it with your other hand instead of having to hold it and drive at the same time. So there's an accelerator right in the middle of the handlebars, but you basically have to hold on to it and use your thumb to speed up and slow down, because you want to have the balance. So you're not riding it like this.
Yeah.
You're riding it like a skateboard. So, but you could hold it and drive it, steer with one hand and do the speed and the
up and down hills and everything.
Yep.
No problem.
Yeah. No, there's the engine. they say you can go about 27 holes before it needs to be recharged. But you know,
what's a price point on something like that?
you know, they didn't get into that stuff yet either. It was really just kind of showing it. A lot of these guys don't get into the prices.
Yeah.
When they're talking about the stuff, you know, they want you to do a little further research on it. But
because I see some of those things, and I think that, you know, it's a great thing for local golf course owners if they could get a fleet of 8, 12 of these things. That would bring some people to the golf course.
Absolutely, and I think that's the goal of them. And I think just like everything else with new technology, you know, the price starts up at a certain point, and then once it becomes more familiar, that the price will come down. It'll be a little more cost effective to get these things. Now that there's a little competition out there between golf board and golf skate caddy, I think you'll see that start to happen, because it's definitely trending that way. More courses are eliminating altogether golf carts, bringing these things in. They're a lot friendlier to the turf, not as much weight obviously going around on the course. Greenskeepers love them because of the less traction going, you know, in certain areas, a lot less path marks, so to speak. So I think this is a trend you'll see catch on, and you know, they might not be they're the second ones, but right now I think they have the better product at this point. But who knows? We'll see what else comes about with these things. They're gonna, you know, go back and forth with each other, trying to improve them and add more things to them. But I don't know how much more you could add, because they had pretty much everything you have in your normal golf cart.
Yeah, maybe the only thing would be to get more out of battery life.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, things like that. But it'll be interesting to see, because it's a pretty cool product.
All right, so there's 2 down, 8 to go here. What do we got next?
We'll talk briefly about even roll putters.
Oh man, this is one of my favorites.
Yes, this is a great new putter from the world of Garen Reif. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Reif putters, but he was the first one to really to put the grooves in the putter face, and basically he's taken that technology with even roll and added what he calls a sweet face instead of a sweet spot. So basically, his claim to fame on this is that the whole face of the putter is the sweet spot. So that if you hit it right in the center, you hit it 25 feet, same stroke. If you hit it a little towards the toe or back towards the heel, same stroke, it's going to go the same distance because of the counterbalance in the back, and then the whole face is basically the sweet spot. It also has he has a couple of dots on the top. You have the center, and you have 2 dots, one towards the heel, one towards the toe, that if you are playing a left to right or a right to left putt, you line it up farther back or farther ahead on the putter, and it'll allow you to make that, or make that stroke with the intent of a left to right or right to left putt. So pretty cool technology there, and he's been around for a while.
You roll some with it?
I did, and it's a very smooth roll, and it does feel where you hit it. If you hit it a little off center or you hit it on center, it basically goes the same, because the sweet spot, sweet face is so big.
There's a lot of putters there too, manufacturers. This was the one that kind of stuck out to you?
Lots. This one stuck out because the quality of it too. It's hand milled, so he's been in business for a long time with making putters, so he knows a little bit about what he's doing. But just the feel of it, it was solid. Came off the face very soft though, but rolled very, very true. So it was one of those things where there's a lot of putters you can check out at this show. And I did check out a lot of them, and that one really is the one that left a lasting memory. Aside from, the big name guys are out there, and they still make their great putters. Another one that was really nice was Bedinardi.
That looked pretty cool.
They make some great putters, and we'll probably hopefully get a chance to get into those a little bit.
And we get if you haven't seen yet at golfj.com, we got a full gallery of almost 150, 200 photos, and there's photos of a few different putters.
Yeah.
2 of the new Scotties, which look pretty nice.
Scotties were nice with that. They have the insert now too. So, but the Even Roll is a great product with the groove face, the sweet face, as Garen Reif likes to call it. I think that one's definitely one we hope we can do an extensive test on, because it was very true. Maybe my putting woes from 2015 will go away.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. Maybe I need a sweet face. Maybe the sweet spot on my putter's not big enough.
All right. So from the putter to something else you might use on the green.
Absolutely. We hope everyone uses these things on the green, right? You repair yours and one more. The Pitch Fix Twister is a divot repair tool that's out there. For some of you may know Pitch Fix from a lot of the different types of divot repair tools they've had. Well, this latest product that they've come up with is a 3-prong, but it's in a circular pattern. So basically, what you do, you just insert it into the ground and you pull up on it, and it, instead of cutting the roots underneath, which ultimately end up, killing the spot that you're trying to fix, this just raises everything back up to the ground level, and if you do it a number of times, basically it fixes the divot or the ball mark. So it's one of those things where anybody can do it. If the old 2-prong ones, you got to have a good hand for those, otherwise you're basically just killing roots. So if you use this, it's supposed to bring up the divot repair or the ball mark.
How big are those
evenly.
when you actually? I see them here on the screen, but how big are they in
They'll
your
fit
hand?
in your pocket. Yeah, it's a good size. It's not too big, but it does have to be circular to have those 3 prongs opposite into like a triangle. If you look at it from the top, it's like a triangle.
Yeah.
And you just push it down in, pull it back up, and it fixes your ball mark right away. Great little product, and be pretty cool. Pretty cool to check that out.
Alrighty. So we got a ball mark repair, we got a putter, and we've got the game improvement GPS shot tracking.
Yeah.
And we've got a golf cart skateboard.
Yeah.
That makes our first 4 products, but we got 6 more to go here. What's next?
Rolling along. We'll go back a little bit to the game improvement area, and what we'd like to talk about. This is more of not electronic technology, but more in your hand technology for either in your basement or if you're out on the range prior to when you're warming up in a warm-up session. Liken it a lot to the old swing trainer that they used to have, but it's called the Twitch trainer. And basically what it is it's a grip with a rope and then a towel, essentially like a vinyl type towel you'll see there in the picture there. And what you can do, there's 2 different ways you can utilize this. One, you can utilize it with the towel open, and that aids you in your swing speed and your tempo. Okay, that it gets you into the right plane when you have it open. Then there's the other way where you can close it, the closed fan system, and that allows you to basically get the feel for your club head speed and get your swing moving.
And you obviously swung this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I swung it after I watched one of the caddy girls swing it, and she swung it much better than I did. But I was kind of distracted a little bit at that point. But
so that's true. Open and closed, totally different.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it slows you way down when you have it open. It's all about getting your proper tempo and stopping you just to make sure you're swinging it the right way, because you'll feel it. It's amazing how you feel the difference if you're in a right swing or if you're swinging it the wrong way. But then when you close it up, it's more about the club head speed and more with like the driver and things of that nature. So,
and this thing, it's smaller than a golf club, actually, right?
Yeah,
you can kind of pack this away in a bag.
Absolutely. You can fit it right in your golf bag, no problem. I would, definitely recommend taking it with you and taking it to the range. You before you warm up a little bit, swinging this 10, 15 times.
All right, well, takes us about halfway through our 10 favorite things from the PGA Merchandise Show, the 2016 PGA Merchandise Show, and when you're browsing the floor out there, a lot of golf pros, a lot of head pros looking to stock their pro shops. Who tends this thing?
When you're walking around, you see all kinds of different types of people and different backgrounds from tour pros. There was a good handful of tour pros.
You saw Bubba?
I did see Bubba. Bubba walked right by me and said, "Hey, Bubba, how you doing?" And he said, "Hey, how you doing, man?" He kept right on moving over to the Oakley booth. He did some stuff for Golf Channel too. But yeah, there was a bunch of different people there. I ran into Suzanne Pedersen. She was testing out her swing in one of the swing analyzers. Golf Channel was there. But so there was vendors there. There was buyers there for clubs. There was club pros there, tour pros there. All kinds of people that have something to do with the golf industry, and then media as well. Sure. There's a handful of us there as well, checking things out. So it was a good mix of people, but everybody had the same thing in mind. It was golf and golf products and getting their wares out there to everybody. And everybody thinks they have the hottest new thing. And there was, I would say though the quality of everything was pretty good. There was a few booths that you go by and it's like, I don't know, that's kind of gimmicky. But for the most part, everybody that had something there has done the development, done the R&D, and it's either out there being sold now or it's ready to go, and it's been developed and it's caught on, and it's going to be out in stores. So there's a lot of good stuff.
So 5 more things left to talk about, 5 more products, and the next one is something that doesn't even necessarily have to be just for golf, but it's a pretty cool little take on sunglasses.
Yeah, there's a few different things there at the show that weren't just always golf specific. There's a lot of products out there that are crossover. There's a big audience for these things and why these people are at the show is obvious because it does fit with golf. But something like these Popical sunglasses, it basically fit any sport other than the team sports. You don't wear sunglasses, but anything that's outdoors. And you need
cycling. It seems like on their website they're really
big into cycling. They definitely had this coolest booth. Before we get into the actual sunglasses, the booth they had this gigantic off-road golf cart, which was really, really cool. I thought it was a pretty sweet setup there. So they knew how to draw people in, that's for sure. Everybody was walking over to that to their booth and checking out the golf cart that they had. But really, what these things are,
I think I got a picture of that golf.
Yeah, I think I tweeted one out while I was there, but no, not
that's
that
not
one.
The one.
No, there's another one. It's much bigger and much bolder. It's lime. Remember the lime
almost
green
like
one?
Almost like an ATV.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it has I think they might have just taken one of those, put big wheels on it, and added a couple attachments to put some golf bags on. But pretty cool. Anyway, so these sunglasses are very, very compact. You fold them up 3 times, and as you can see, they fit right in the palm of your hand. They come with a small case with a pretty advanced clip that you can clip right onto your bag, or you can store them in your bag. But they're polarized. They have all the features that you would want in a pair of sunglasses, but they also have the compactness that you can hide away and put away when you don't need them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And as far as doing their job of keeping the sun out of your eyes,
your UV protection, scratch resistant. They're polarized, so they're just what you would look at. You go into a sunglass hut and want to buy a pair of sunglasses, and then you're always worried about what's going to happen with them. Did I leave them somewhere? These fold right back up, and as you're putting away your ball marker and your tees and getting your keys out, you put these right in your bag where you keep all that stuff, and then you go on your merry way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I can, like you say, not just on the golf course, you're going somewhere in the summer and you throw them in your pocket.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
I'd love to have a pair of these just to keep in the drawer on the boat. You keep set in your bag, and you've got them for everything you need them for. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get to review these as well and check them out.
All right.
Next thing I'd like to talk about.
This is probably my personal favorite.
Yeah. I was just about to say, I think this is one of my favorites. I'm surrounded by a few things here. We did get some samples from some groups, and that's not just why we like some of these things, but to go to the next level in golf and lifestyle footwear. As you can see next to me, Bion Footwear have some of the coolest shoes out there. And I say shoes, they're golf shoes, they're street shoes. You can wear them to the course, you can wear them on the porch, on the boat. You can wear them out to dinner. These things are the cat's meow when it comes to new trend in golf footwear and footwear in general. Very cool designs. They have hundreds of different colors and styles, as you can see.
Those are yours on the top, mine on the bottom. I got the orange and blue.
Got you the Syracuse orange and blue, and I had to go with the camo and black. I'm drawn to the camo.
Hold one of the yours up right there, because you want everybody to see. There's no laces. There's slip-ons.
The's no laces.
It looks like
completely slip-ons.
Could be laces, but
it's an old school wingtip look with an updated color scheme. As you can see, these are a little bit wild, but that's what they're going for. They're going for something different. You can get them in a toned down look as well, like they do have all black. They have a bunch of solid colors, but
the material too. It's very strong, and it's not leather, right? It's more of a.
It's almost like rubber, but it's not rubber. It's not leather.
It's lighter than
very,
rubber.
very lightweight. These things, it's almost like you don't feel like you have anything on. And you notice the low profile on the sole, so it's very low to the ground. So the kind of the barefoot concept that people are going for these days.
Yeah.
But these things from Bion Footwear are just where it's at now, and where things are going. The great thing is you slide them on at home. You get in the car, you drive to the course, you play golf, you leave them on, come home. If they got dirty, you just hose them off and let them dry. That's the type of material they are. So they're waterproof. There is holes in them for ventilation, but it's just amazing, the technology in these things. There's the grip on the bottom is very good. It's low profile. They stay cool and they're very light. And the most important thing is, from my perspective with these things, is they look good. I think they're awesome shoes, and I think these are going to be the wave of the future. They're going to catch on, and they're going to go off and running.
And I think too, with something like this, the products that get me really excited are something that, when we get back out on the course and we show up down at our club wearing those things, people are gonna be like, wow,
where'd you get those?
It's something they haven't seen before. It's something completely different. It's not your Echo, your Callaway, your Etonics, your FootJoys. It's something different, and I think that's what people are looking for.
I think so.
And not only that, once these things do proliferate a little bit, you can still be different with so much variety in the color schemes.
Yeah, and we're in a day and age where golf shoes can cost $150, $200, $250. These things $110. So you could get 2 or 3 pair for the price of what you'd have to pay for one pair of golf shoes. So they're very affordable, very stylish, and very comfortable.
Yeah, and honestly, one last thing on these things, the first thing when I put them on was perfect fit, super comfortable, and lightweight. Everybody says lightweight, but these are legitimately these are like almost
slippers.
Wearing nothing. Yeah,
you put a pair of slippers on, they might even weigh more than these things. They're very light.
They're 36 hole shoes.
Oh, easily, and then you can wear them home or wear them out to dinner. It's a great product they have, and the materials they're using are phenomenal. I'd highly recommend these ones to anybody else that's out there that looking for some new golf shoes.
Yeah, these things might get my best in show vote, but again, this is top 10s, not in any order.
Exactly.
So
we'll get a little. I mean, we talked a lot about them, but we'll get into more detail on the Bions as we go out on the course in the spring.
Now here's another product that we both have on right now, right?
Yes, sir.
You and I
Yes,
both.
sir.
If I can, we're both. Can you guess what it is?
Yes, sir. We're going to go with the Johnny O brand sportswear. Johnny O is a golf lifestyle apparel. They basically take the laid back California vibe and take it to the golf course. The materials are phenomenal, very lightweight. The style is there. They have what it takes to break into the golf business and get their shirts and all their other products in the pro shops. Not only that though, they have shorts, pants. They're into everything golf.
Button downs, blazers.
Yeah, they're into a lot of stuff. But a couple of the coolest things I saw there, and I tweeted out, were they have this pair of range shorts. So basically, caddies went to them, or they talked to caddies about what would feel good for you guys to wear while you're out on the course, or what would be something good to be just practicing in. So they made these super lightweight shorts that basically you just you wear to the range. You could wear them on the course too, but they're just, if it's a hot summer day and you're practicing on the range, you want to put these things on because they're just so lightweight. They also have great styles for their on course shorts, where they basically are a board short / golf short. Very lightweight. You can take them out on the course, and then if it's hot out, you can go straight over to the club's pool and hit the pool with the same shorts on. Just make sure you take your wallet out.
You got that nice pink shirt on.
Yeah,
I got
absolutely.
this. And as you can see, the little logo. It's a little guy with a surfboard there.
Yeah.
It's tough to kind of see there, but there you got him. He's holding his surfboard up. It's a big surfboard.
So they got the California vibe with taking it to the golf course.
Light, comfortable.
Yeah, very much.
Hangs off me well.
Yep, absolutely.
I like
good
it a lot.
You're looking good in that.
And I had never heard of these guys till you came back.
Yeah.
Or actually till you were at the show and tweeting about them.
I had heard about them, but I hadn't really had a chance to look at the line as in depth as I did last week, but they really have got it figured out, and you're going to see a lot of stuff from them moving forward.
So Johnny O.
Johnny O is where it's at.
Okay, well then this next thing isn't even a product; it's a service.
Service, yeah, yeah. Basically, this is just something that you can do to avoid a lot of hassles when you're traveling with your golf clubs. Ship sticks, shipsticks.com. It's a little catchy way to say it, but shipsticks.com. They're a golf service where they will send your golf clubs for you. You know, in the last few years, there's been about $2.6 billion spent in golf transfer fees and baggage fees, and in that same time, there's been about 24 million bags that have been mishandled. So, you know, it's one of those things where if you're traveling with your golf clubs and you don't feel so comfortable with the airlines handling them, this is the way to go. You call them up, they tell them you want to ship your clubs, figure out where you want to ship them to. They'll print you out, or they'll send you a label. You can print it out, you attach it to your golf bag, so you don't even have to put your bag in a box. You just put your bag in a travel cover, and they'll come and pick up the bag, send it to the location you're going to, and then they'll send you a return one to send it back. So very, very convenient service. Great way to take care of your clubs, travel with them without traveling with them.
Yeah, no doubt, and especially since it's geared towards the golfer, you know that they're going to appreciate how important that set of clubs is to you.
Yep.
I don't think they expect you to track the shipment with those binoculars.
No, I don't think so either. But yeah, they pick them up. You know, they guarantee on-time arrival. They put a little insurance on the clubs for you. There's, I think, a free $1,000 protection plan is included with every shipment. So I mean, that basically, may not cover exactly everything in your bag, but they pretty much pride themselves on getting clubs to the destinations on time and not losing anything. So they put a decent insurance plan on there, and then you can also increase the insurance up to like $3,500 if you want to.
That's a nice set of clubs.
Yep, absolutely. So Ship Sticks, they're ready to help you out if you want to send your clubs.
And they've been out there on Golf Channel and during golf tournaments. You've seen their ads, so it's not
new, but just a quality service that I thought warranted attention.
Absolutely. Okay, we got one more to round up our 10 favorite things.
Absolutely.
And
we're going to talk about the golf silo, the silo club carrier from Rival and Revel. You see here, they were nice enough to give us a sample of this.
Such a simple idea that you almost say, how did we not think of this? How did people not think about this before? And I almost wondered, does this have what were like golf clubs, maybe shipped to pro shops using something similar like this in the past?
Right.
But now they've made this product.
They've made it functional. It's essentially what it is there's basically 3 uses for this. It holds up to 6 clubs, and you can see the grooves are a little bit less of width than your actual club, so they'll fit in there snug. It holds up to 6 clubs. It holds you can put 3 tees in there, and it also provides you with a ball marker. So you have a nice Rival and Revel ball marker too.
So you want to take a limited set out there and stroll for 9.
Yeah.
You can do that, but you could also, what you mentioned to me earlier that you might like to use it for is to, maybe just take a few clubs to the range.
Clubs to the range, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if you're going there, or if you can play a couple holes, you got your putter, and you're just going to hit some short shots, 100 yards and in. You're going to take whatever you need over to the range. You don't have to lug your whole bag over from the car. You can put them in here. You can walk with these if you've got if you're playing a 9-hole course or an executive course. This is a good way to do it. But the other cool thing they showed me was how if you take, and this may not work for everybody, but it's a pretty cool idea. Is if you put your putter, a sand wedge, and like your pitching wedge in this, and then slide those 3 clubs in the slots in your bag. Now, when you go up to the green, if you missed the green and you've got a chip shot and your putt, you grab the 3 clubs with this, so you're walking up to the green instead of walking up with 3 clubs and a towel and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
no kidding. Didn't think of that.
Yeah, you could. That's what they showed. That was one of the other unique things they showed me about.
You go
So-
putter, sand wedge, pitching wedge, and like a second wedge
Yeah.
or a 9-iron if
Yeah.
you chip with your 9-iron.
Right. So you just
Geez,
keep
yeah,
everything
that's-
together. And also now you're not losing clubs. You're not leaving clubs behind. So there's a lot of different ways that this thing, as simple as it is functional for on the golf course and then also when you're practicing.
And of course, a lot of different color combinations, so you
Oh,
can match
absolutely.
it to your bag.
Yep.
And
Yep, all kinds of different color combinations. So we're definitely looking forward to testing this out on the course this summer or this spring.
well, there you have it.
There it is. 10 favorites.
And
from-
there's a lot of other things you liked.
Oh.
But I gotta show people this thing you brought me back
Yeah.
here. What's this called?
the
You have
tin
one
cup.
too.
Yeah, the tin cup. So nice
and-
ask for.
Yeah, I'm a big Syracuse guy. My last name's also Sinacropi, so obviously you pop your ball in there,
Yep.
and you get your marker,
Get your Sharpie
and you
out,
fill
and
it
you
in,
just,
and you custom mark it. But they have tons of different
Oh yeah,
options.
logos, letters, all kinds of stuff. It's a really cool product.
Throw
that,
this right in your golf bag
yep.
with your balls in
Yeah.
your ball pocket.
Yep.
and
And you just mark them up, and so everybody knows whose is whose. It also has the stripes on either end of the logo to line up your putts. So it's pretty simple product, but pretty cool nonetheless. And,
tin-cup.com.
Yep. That was the thing at the show. Things like this, a lot of smaller functional things that you can just throw right in your golf bag.
What's yours?
I got the T for Tacony. There we go.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, keep it simple then,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. There were so many to choose from. The guy
Yeah.
said, "Hey, take a couple," and I was there for 5 minutes looking. I'm thinking, let's just go with the S and a T and make this easier. I got a bunch of other vendors to go see, so it was good. But yeah, there's a few other things. We just want to mention a few other products and groups that we hope to preview or review over the course
Yeah,
of
I
the
should
year.
mention the nice thing about this is all these products and dozens more we're going to do in-depth reviews
Yes,
over the
yes,
next
yep.
6 to
Yep.
10 months
Oh yeah,
on this podcast and at golfj.com.
right.
It's going to be fun,
Yeah, oh,
trying
no
these
doubt.
things out.
A couple of in the apparel line, a couple of things stood out again. Link Sole, they're one of my favorites. They continue to impress with their spring and fall lines when they come out. Everybody's going to be impressed.
It's a pretty
with that.
sweet link sole hat you have
Well,
on.
thank you very much. They take care of us pretty good over here at Golf J, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Link Sole's got another good line of stuff coming out this year. I've heard through the grapevine that they're actually, I think year 4 now, they're starting to turn a profit. So they're coming along. But the stuff is
John
quality.
Ashworth's company.
It's John Ashworth's company, but it's he sold Ashworth to TaylorMade, and now he's out again with Link Sole. That's his new label. Great stuff. Pants, shorts, board shorts, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats. They've got all kinds of different lifestyle / golf apparel. So they were great, and they had a great show as well. Travis Matthew, again, another group that's getting more guys on tour to wear their
Yeah.
stuff, and nice soft stuff. There's a theme here with a lot of these things. California
Right.
based. These guys all kind of get it with wearing the stuff to the
Comfort
course.
and style.
Comfort and style, wearing the stuff to the course, and then carrying it over to dinner and to the social scene. So those guys did a great job as well. Seamus Golf is a company out of Oregon who make handmade head covers, handmade or hand forged ball markers, and all kinds of divot repair tools. Really cool company. Small group that are on the up and coming. Their head covers were really cool. All kinds of different ones, all handmade. A lot of different styles and colors for your drive, mostly for your driver, your putter, and your wooden hybrid. So,
Sure.
But the driver is the big one. They have a lot of cool things. So Seamus Golf, SeamusGolf.com is the group there. First Tee, 10th Tee Nutrition and Energy Bars, getting into that category. I've had those.
Is there a lot of different nutritional companies?
Yeah.
I know Swing Oil was there,
Swing
right?
Oil was
we
there.
love Swing Oil.
Love them. Stopped by and saw them, and their product is catching on as well, more and more every day. So in this genre as well, the First Tee, 10th Tee Nutrition and Energy Bars, great product. I've great tasting, and they don't taste chalky or anything like
Yeah.
that. They, there's a good flavor to them, tons of different flavors, and they were there. And you can look them up. They don't sell in stores. They're only in golf shops, and you can get them online at their website, golfenergybar.com. So I would check them out too. It's First Tee and 10th Tee Nutrition and Energy Bars. Another cool product that I saw that's great for the golf cart or the the golf skate caddy, if you have one of those, or you're just walking, is the Oontz portable golf speaker. The Oontz, OONTZ golf, or Oontz, the Oontz, TheOONTZ.com, the Oontz.
Okay.
It's basically a Bluetooth speaker. So if you were the type that wants to bring a speaker out to the range, or if you do like to listen to a little bit of light music on the course while you're there, it fits right in the cup holder. Could fit in your bag very easily. It's a great little product. The Oontz, TheOONTZ.com.
So, I mean, and we could go on and on with products. There's so many. Got any more that caught your eye a little bit?
A couple.
That didn't quite make our favorite 10?
Jones golf bags. You've probably heard of them a long time ago. We all played them, used them probably when we were in high school. They're making a big comeback, and I highly recommend everybody checking out their website, jonesgolfbags.com. Some great new bags with an old school look and new school type of features to their bags, stand bags and new pockets, things like that all the other companies are bringing to the table, but that traditional look is very cool. Yep. And then lastly, probably one of the cooler golf balls I saw. A lot of golf balls there, of course, but Volvic golf balls. They've been around for a while. They had kind of there was a unique look to their balls with kind of the Volvic crystal, but now they have this matte finish on their golf balls, and these balls are hot. They got pink, green, orange. The finish is there, but not only that, this quality golf ball. They've been around for a while. They're not as mainstream as the Titleist and the Nikes and Callaways of the world, but they do make a good golf ball, and the look of it is great, man. Once you see one of these things, it's you'll have to get a dozen just to have a matte finish golf ball. They're the first matte finish golf ball out there.
Really different there.
Yeah, definitely. So those were 10 others that made the list, out of about 80 that I could talk about.
Right.
And hopefully we'll talk about a lot of those over the course of the year. But that's our favorites from the show. I mean, it was a great experience for golfj.com. We'll plan to have a much bigger presence there next year with doing interviews and live shots from the show.
We should mention too, though, head over to golfj.com, look for our gallery.
Yes,
from the show, and tons of great. There's Cricket Golf was there. We love Cricket. Our
guy Billy from Cricket Golf. He's the founder and CEO of Cricket Golf was there, so I got to meet him. That was cool. Bedinardi putters. I talk about a classic looking putter in a completely milled finish. Great putter. Great product.
Yeah, so there's tons of 150, 200 photos there and stuff. So definitely you can kill 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, take some time at Golf J. Yeah, check it out. A lot of stuff.
Well, Rhett, I'm a little jealous. Next year, I'm definitely getting down there with you.
We got to team up next year. It was a lot to do, a lot to see, and it's definitely not something I'd want you to miss out on next year.
Well, I'm already got it on my calendar. So
Very good.
So next year, like we said, too, a little bit more live coverage from the show, but
get some interviews.
Awesome event right in the middle of winter. Gonna get us a little excited because just around the corner up here in the Northeast, we'll be golfing again, and actually, geez, you can't even golf at Torrey Pines according to the weather that was going on there.
Trees that went down out there.
Hit the farmers.
Snedeker, the round of his life. Not necessarily by the score, but just based on the conditions. A lot of people were saying
compared to everybody else.
Yeah, saying some of those tour guys that were playing with him said it was the greatest rounds they've ever seen, just for the fact of the conditions.
I talked to Peter Ripa on a special interview that we posted at golfj.com on Tuesday of the event, and he probably had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah, no, there's no way you could think of the weather was going to be that crazy. I mean, that was insane. It was almost like hurricane force winds for gusts.
Yeah, well,
it's nuts.
Well, remember to check out the gallery. You can check out my interview with Peter Ripa. You can check out all the best of the wide world of golf on the web at golfj.com. And thanks for sitting in Rhett with all this equipment and information. And thanks to everybody else for joining us. And, of course, we'll be back again real soon here on the golfj.com podcast.
golfj.com